Let us bring our mind in the present moment. Where actually life is happening. All other things are our imagination and memory. Let us let go all past regrets, experiences, keeping only the learning, the essence. Let us let go all future anxieties, worries, tensions, present confusions, and focus on our breath, which is always in the present moment. Every day we must pay some attention to our breath.
Prasad, you can adjust the photo of Gurudev. That is not visible. The light coming on. No. 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 Not yet. I think light is getting reflected. We can't see the photo.
Okay. You see. Let us chant loudly so that all our lingering thoughts vanish.
सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः गजाननं भूतगणातिसेवितं प्रवित्तजम्बूफलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजं सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरम् तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः स्थावरं जङ्गमं व्याप्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः चिन्मयं व्यापि यत्सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं
Hari Om. Thank you, Lata Rajshekar ji. So we are doing 4th chapter summary and we will be completing it today. So after Lord gave one goal of life to have vision of oneness. That is our goal of life. What creates division is me and mineness. So how to remove this me and mineness? Lord gave 12 yajnas, 12 practices, which we have to do regularly. The more the division, the more the duality, the more the me and mine, this is your, this is mine. There will be more agitation, there will be more suffering, there will be more sorrow, and the mind will not be ready for this knowledge. Though it is accumulated, it will not fructify. The curd will not give the butter will not come out. The butter is there, but still it is not having that kind of thought of oneness. And among all 12 practices, Lord glorified the Jnana Yajna. Jnana Yajna is the best. What we are doing is one of the part of Jnana Yajna, that is seeking knowledge. Why? Because all other practices are means to purify, means to concentrate, means to let go a lot of things what we have accumulated in this life or past lives. But why Jnana Yajna is glorified? Because the root cause of suffering is ignorance. Whether at body level, mind level, spiritual level. And the root cause is suffering, so root solution will be knowledge. Karma will not remove ignorance. Karma will only purify. So Lord glorified the Jnana Yajna, and then Arjun had a desire, or a seeker would definitely ask the next question, that I want to have this knowledge. The moment the person takes a decision that I want to have spiritual knowledge, the person becomes a seeker, sadhak, and then the search goes on to find the right teacher, right guru. So that is God's planning. They say marriages are made in heaven. Maintenance is your job. Similarly, God says finding guru is my job. That you don't, get worried that this is right, what is right. That is my job. Don't do my job. You do your job. The right teacher comes in front of us depending upon the qualification of the students, depending upon the readiness of the student, depending upon the temperament of the student. And then Lord gave certain qualifications of a sadhak, that how the sadhak has lived the life. This is very important, because this will come again in the next chapter, where people who come to spirituality for some solace, अच्छा लगता है. Guruji says, people when they asked, कि आप सत्संग में क्यों आते हो? नहीं, कान को अच्छा लगता है, and there we can sleep. And then house people also are happy that this old person has gone there, and now for 2 hours, 4 hours at least there is some shanti at home, no advice. So कान तृप्त करने के लिए नहीं आना है, मन तृप्त होना चाहिए. Man shuddha hona chahiye. That is very important. And then the student has to serve. If there is no seva from student from either way, then where the knowledge will get transferred? Only information data which is available on YouTube and Facebook will be transferred. Then there is testing from both the sides. And though there are 35, 40, 50 students in the same class, this one teacher teaches maths or chemistry or geography. One student comes first, one student comes 50th, one student comes last, and some fail also. Same teacher has taught the same subject. So though we say that for teacher all students are same, but definitely teacher also or guru also waits for the right sadhak. Ramakrishna Paramahansa used to go and terrace and pray to God, Bhagwan, send me good sadhaks. All these sadhaks which are coming, they are engrossed in two things, lust and gold, he used to say, Kamini and Kanchan. Sab Kamini Kanchan mein lipte hue aate hai. Send me at least some sadhak who are not having Kamini Kanchan desire. And that's the reason when Vivekananda came, Guru was more happier than the Shishya. Here also we see that Krishna is loving more than what Arjun loves Krishna. And other students used to ask him that why you are giving so much attention to Vivekananda. He told, no, he is not come from here, he is come from there. I saw him coming from Rishi Lok. There are different lokas. He came from there. He is pure. Though there are many of his direct disciples got enlightened, but we all know only Vivekananda. We hardly know anybody from Ramakrishna Mission who actually got enlightened or got awakened in his presence itself there. And then one thing which Lord again and again is going to repeat in further chapter, that is a topic we stopped, is that ना मंदिर में, ना मस्जिद में, ना काशी कैलाश में, मैं तो हूँ विश्वास में. Kabir Das ji says, unless and until the person has vishwas, nothing is going to happen, because Lord again is very strong on this point. He is saying that the person who doesn't have vishwas doesn't prosper or get happiness or peace here also, whether the person is a spiritual sadhak or not a sadhak. Vishwas is the main thing. So what is Vishwas? What is Shraddha? The term here is Shraddha, which is faith. We have one chapter also, Lord says, going to invest that how finally on one support the sadhak travel this spiritual journey. Only one support the spiritual sadhak has, and that is Shraddha. All other supports are not so important, but this Shraddha is the most important. How much Shraddha I have. So we will have this discussion for some time, because this is an important topic in Bhagavad Gita. Bhagwan here says, Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. In the 39th verse, 4th chapter. If I don't have Shraddha and have all other qualifications, it will not work. Why? We are going to see that why Lord again and again in various chapters talks about that you have to have faith on me. You have to have faith on me. What I am saying, you have to have faith that I am not Jiva, I am Avatar. I only come for some time, but actually I am Brahman. So we will have this topic, and then we will close with the last verse of 4th chapter, that what is the difference between fact, belief, trust and confidence, and faith. These are the 4 or 5 words which we normally use. So what is a fact? Fact is something which which I can perceive. I don't require any belief, any text. I have no doubt that I have got a nose. Please touch your nose. I don't have to get up in the morning and check whether I have got a nose, I have got ears. When I am feeling hungry or angry, I know it. No. Let us read scriptures whether you are feeling hungry or angry. We don't see that. So that is a fact which I can perceive through the five senses or mind. What is a belief? I don't know, but I have heard or read, understood or not understood, but still I believe. So that's the reason people ask, do you believe in God? Do you believe in God? I don't believe in God. I believe in some power, some universe. Belief can be blind, rational or irrational. Earth is round. This is a belief because we have not gone and seen. Somebody else has gone and seen. Now the satellites are seeing. So we are believing the satellites. So we are believing. No. But they have seen. But I have not seen. No. But whenever I see God, then only I will believe. But now somebody else has seen God. No one has seen atom and electrons in a molecule. Then another irrational belief. This is very important. Here we take different sessions. One common belief what people have is that all people should be good and fair to me. Who said this? Which scripture has said this? All people should speak nice things about me. Who said this? This is a belief I have. Because my belief drives my behavior. I will wake up tomorrow when I go to sleep at night. Belief. How do I know? So belief is I don't know, but I have heard, I have read, I have understood little, but there are doubts, but I may not have understood all the things correctly, but still I believe because on belief only my behavior and action is based. Tomorrow I have to go here, tomorrow I have to go there. So I will pack everything and keep breakfast. I will prepare and keep. The belief is that I will wake up tomorrow. What is trust and confidence? This doctor is good, somebody tells us. So we trust the other person, not the doctor first, and then go to the doctor. Child is thrown in the air by father or mother. The child not only has belief but trust and confidence in the father and mother that they will hold me. And the child enjoys going in the air. And it wants more and more jumping. Suppose we are thrown in the air, then we will not. We don't. As we start growing up, one thing what starts happening is that our trust and confidence starts going down. We start doubting ourselves, we start doubting everything. And that's the reason Lord says here in the 39th verse is that those people who constantly are doubters, they lead to vinashyati. They don't prosper, they don't get peace of mind here and now itself. Because constantly there is some doubt. Now what is faith? Now, this trust and confidence is based on two pillars, character and competence. The character must be good and the competence has to be there. Some people are good character level, but they don't have the competence of writing email or doing certain job, but they are good. But maybe good for nothing. They can't do any job. So in any team or in any mission, there are two things required to work. The character has to be good and there has to be some skill, some knowledge to do some job. Only goodness doesn't work. And sometimes the competence is there, knowledge and skill is there, but people don't trust this person because the person may have some financial, dealings. No, उसके पास पैसा नहीं देना, नहीं, पैसा इसके साथ देना. Because people have doubt कि नहीं, वो some गड़बड़ करेगा. So character has to be strong and competence has to be there. Some skill, some knowledge where the trust and confidence builds up. So these two are important points before we tell people or say that nobody trusts me, nobody has confidence in me. But whether do I have trust and confidence, whether my character when I come across comes as a strong that I will do it, then people must say, okay, this job we will give to this. You can come and see in many meetings. Even a small mission meeting also it is there. There also the jobs are given to people where character and competence is there. So that is trust and confidence. But what is Shraddha? What is faith? Faith, Gurudev gives definition, very beautiful definition. Belief reinforced with conviction is faith. I have no doubt that this person is going to lead me to the highest. I have no doubt that this scripture, whatever are telling, are the truth. Another definition of faith is ability of knowing and retaining the truth. This retaining the truth also is dependent on how much Shraddha I have, because this knowledge is highest secret, deepest, whether my intellect has the capacity to hold. We all know that story that Gangaji was in the Akash Ganga first, and then one Rishi prayed, and then the Gangaji wanted to come down on the earth. But then who will have the capability or the ability to hold Gangaji? So Shivji told, okay, I will keep her in my jata. Because with such force, if Akash Ganga comes, the earth will be wiped out. So Shivji held the entire Akash Ganga in the jata, and then whatever slowly the little water which came from his jata, that is actually the Gangaji what we are seeing. So when we are collecting so much of knowledge, because there are people who go about this knowledge, that knowledge, I must ask oneself, do I have that Shraddha to hold this kind of knowledge? Because if I do not have Shraddha, the container doesn't have Shraddha, trust, confidence on the teacher, this knowledge will go waste. I will be destroyed with the force of the knowledge. Because basically I have no respect towards the teacher, towards the Guru Parampara. I criticize. Then where is that faith to hold this knowledge will be there for some time, where this knowledge is going to destroy the ignorance. So we need 4 faiths in life. Faith on Guru, faith on God, faith on scriptures, and faith on myself. There was one research done, they say those people who have no faith, they become terrorist mind. But at least they might be having some faith on some kind of brainwashing somebody has done. At least out of 4, at least 1 or 2 must be there from this 4. Okay, I may not have all 4. No. I have faith on scriptures and myself, but I really have still doubt whether God is there or not. No, people may say, no, I believe in God, but it may be belief, it is not faith, because if faith is there on God, the person who has faith on God is never worried or never tensed. So suppose I have this habit of getting tense, stressed out, and upset for small thing. Basically, I don't have faith on God. No, how can you say this? No, because if I have faith on God, God knows me, God knows my character, God is only giving me everything. I'm not having faith that whatever is happening in me, outside me, is God's wish. So basically, I am at the earlier level. I may be at the belief level. I am not understood, but I have not developed Shraddha. Because if Shraddha on God is there, then I will never get upset. I will hardly get disturbed. I will hardly get worried or tensed or stressed out by a lot of small things happening around me. I will not ask question, why me? That why me is the most destructive question. Why me only, God, you are giving all these troubles? Faith on there is something called as reality, Atma, truth, Brahman, that is my real nature. Still, when we read Puranas, people say, really God is there? Do you mean God really created? Really God walked on this planet as avatar? No, I believe, but this belief is, whether it's a shaky belief or strong belief with conviction, we do not know. When we read Upanishads, people talk about Brahman. Yes, Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma. I know that Brahman, I know everything about Brahman. But that Brahman is me. No. That I don't believe, because my characteristics and Brahman's attributes are so different. Brahman is pure existence, pure consciousness, pure infinite bliss. And here I am limited. I am disturbed, I am sorrowful, I am suffering, I am cribbing, I am complaining, I am criticizing, blaming. Nobody can say that any of the qualities of Brahman or God is there in me. How can you say Aham Brahmasmi? So what is this Brahman? Really, there is something called as Brahman, Atman, reality, truth. Yeah, I know about scriptures and I can write essays, but really do I have faith? Now, faith is in 1 minute, it can transform, Kabir Das ji says. Ek pal ki talash hai, because I do not have faith, I really don't believe that I am that Nirvikar, Nirvishesh Brahman. No, but I am a small entity, in a family and doing this, and then it will take many births to realize that I am Brahman. But at least sometime in a day, if I have faith that I am Brahman, I must read qualities of Brahman, 4 Mahavakyas. We should recite all 4 Mahavakyas before we go to sleep and first thing in the morning. Aham Brahmasmi, Prajnanam Brahma, Tattvamasi, Ayam Atma Brahma, and then go to sleep. Because that is the truth. At least sometime in a day, I must sit like Brahman, Nirvikar, Nirvishesh, still, silent, blissful. Because I do not have faith, I may be on the belief level. That's the reason Lord is saying is that once you develop faith, it will be a question of 1 second to transfer this state of doingness to beingness. Most important is faith on Guru, as I may lose faith on myself and scriptures. Because scriptures today, there is a overload of technology. People see any YouTube video, anyone they listen, and then I get confused more than having clarity. Then I ask question that this person is saying this person is telling this meaning of this verse, then this person is telling this in ISKCON, this person is telling this in Ramakrishna Mission, this person is telling this in Chinmaya Mission. I must be able to hold on to and understand the essence of it. Till that time, I must hold on to only one. That is what Gurudev told. That hold on to one teacher till you are so clear that you will never get confused. One must be rooted in one knowledge firmly. Then I can go to listen to any other knowledge. That's the reason he was not allowing sadhaks or brahmacharis to go to listen to many till one is rooted in one particular knowledge firmly, where any knowledge comes from Bible, Quran, any other scriptures, it will not create confusion, but one will see unity in it. Essence of that. And that's the reason faith on Guru is the most important one. Faith required for knowing reality, truth, Atma, God, real self, because it is not tangible like money. That's the reason people don't have love for God so much. I have fear of God. I am a beggar of God. But love comes from knowledge and understanding because it is not tangible. One thing I always imagine, suppose 2 people declare that tomorrow in Saraswati Vidyalaya there will be Upanishad discourse. And another school, opposite, they say tomorrow, same 7 to 8 in the morning, we are going to distribute 1 lakh rupees. Where will people go more? Upanishad or 1 lakh rupees? People are saying, don't say 1 lakh rupees, even 1,000 rupees if you distribute, people will go there more. Because it is tangible. I can just take the money and then people say, if I get 5 lakhs rupees, I will get your Swami and ask him to speak here also. Money can buy everything. It is tangible. Guruji says that why we go for tangible things, because this knowledge is not so tangible. I don't see the benefit ASAP, immediately in my life. It cannot be perceived by senses, cannot be felt by the mind, cannot be thought by the intellect. That kind of knowledge we are discussing. Because Brahman, Atman, real self is beyond body, mind, intellect. Now, where will I go for support? So, truth cannot be perceived by senses, cannot be felt by the mind, cannot be thought by the intellect. And so, it is very difficult. So initially we have a Sagun Sakar Murti and then we go for Nirgun Nirakar. So what is the definition of truth in our scriptures? Truth is defined by Shruti, Yukti, Anubhuti. That is the truth. No, there is no truth, because everybody's truth is different. No, in our Shastra, truth has a definition. Truth means Shruti, that is time-tested knowledge. So many saints in our parampara have given the same kind of anubhuti, which is based on the Shruti. One day one saint was, reading some Upanishad, Nisargadatta Maharaj. So people asked him, why are you reading Upanishad? You are so enlightened, you have realized this. He told, no, I was just reading to check what they have written about me. Means Brahman. What Upanishad has written about me, I am reading. Means he is operating at Brahman level. So it is time-tested knowledge is Shruti. So we must listen to Shruti. First listen, then read, then do Manan, then ask questions, and then do Nididhyasanam. So the second is Yukti, understanding by logical reasoning. I must ask questions. I must be convinced. Because unless and until logical reasoning is there, the conviction will not happen, which the definition of faith is. Belief plus conviction is equal to faith. And later on, after understanding this, I must not be satisfied. No, I want more knowledge, because I have understood. So one person went to Ramana Maharshi and asked, how many scriptures should I read to understand I am Brahman? Ramana Maharshi is Ramana Maharshi. He will give answer in different way. He told, how many mirrors do you require to see yourself? One mirror is enough. Why you require 100 mirrors? And then I must go for Anubhuti, and that is where the sadhaks, the seeker's journey starts. We are going to see in the next slide what is the journey of the sadhak, so that we are clearer on what level we are. So now the qualifications of student are over. Now what is the qualification of guru? Number one qualification, guru means one who imparts self-knowledge and removes self-ignorance. You think what guru does? Gives self-knowledge and removes self-ignorance. Who am I? I am not body, mind, intellect, but you are Brahman, that guru tells. Second, Kshotriya, knowledge of scriptures and communication, skill of teaching and explaining, then the person becomes guru. One who can go and teach. We can see Shankaracharya, Swami Chinmayananda. So many gurus are, so many saints, so many people have realized, but only few come down to teach, because knowledge of scriptures, communication skill, teaching and explaining as per the student's level is required. Many people have knowledge, but they don't have the communication skill. Many people have communication skill, but no scriptural knowledge. And the third one, Brahmanishta, experiencer of the truth. And that's the reason he is called as a Sadguru. One who is established in the Sat, one who is abiding, one who has experienced the truth. Not only teaching from the scriptures with having communication skill, because that many people might have. There are many Pandits who are very good in the scriptures and can speak, but whether the person has the experience of truth. So three. So we have got qualification of a student, we have got qualification of a teacher. Let's complete this chapter. But before that, what are the stages of a sadhak? So first stage is buddhu. It actually the stages which are given are from baddha to siddha. But before that baddha also, there is one stage called as buddhu. Buddhu is, there is one hitopadesha in that this verse is there. Ahara nidra bhaya maithuna. Suppose a person's constant thoughts, in a day I must check whether my thoughts are only about food, whether about sleep, whether about fear, some fear I have, or about pleasure. If this, or mating, if these four are there, then I am actually at the animal level. I have not gone to a sadhak level. Food, sleep, fear, mating, these acts of humans are similar to animal. Dharmo hi tesha. So when this knowledge starts coming, when I start asking questions, that time actually I become human being. Otherwise I am operating at the pashu level, animal level. So what are the four things? Ahara, nidra, bhaya, maithuna. Of them, humans, dharma means Chanakya also used this term. He says, he later on told vidya, knowledge, is the only special thing what humans have, knowledge. The rat doesn't know it is a rat. The cat doesn't know it is a cat. The dog doesn't know it is a dog. But human being knows that I am a human being, and then I can go to the next level of superhuman. So the first step is buddhu. So when one person went to Guruji and asked that when life starts, he told when the person starts experiencing the bondages. So the first step of a sadhak is baddha, becomes aware of bondages and limitations. By asking questions that, oh, I am having so many limitations at the body level, mind level, intellectual level, spiritual level. So I become aware that I want to get liberated now. Then the person becomes mumukshu, develops a strong desire to liberate. Whenever I realize that I am in bondage, then I will seek for liberation. If the person is living in jail and doesn't know that this is jail only, the person will never want to come out. Even a small newborn baby, when tied up in a cloth, when the child wakes up, 1 day, even 2 day or 3 day old, the child wants to get freer from that particular bondage of tying up. Because after nice bath and massage and all that, the child is tied up in a tight cloth. First thing what the child will do is take out his hand, take out his leg. So develops a strong desire to liberate, mumukshu. Third is sadhak. Now starts practicing chitta shuddhi, karma kanda. So in Vedas, there are 3 kanda, karma kanda, upasana kanda, and jnana kanda. Starts developing vivek, vairagya, shata sampatti, mumukshatva, these qualities starts developing. And for that, one has to sacrifice certain things, one has to give up a lot of things, one has to do all those 12 yajnas, and then the person becomes a shishya. Shishya is a person who is following disciplines for chitta ekagrata. So Gurudev has many devotees, but few Shishyas, disciples. To become a disciple is a very, very difficult thing. When I say I am your Shishya, that means that whatever the Guru tells, I have to follow. No, Guruji, I am your Shishya. Guruji says, okay, why have you come? No, I want to do japa, please tell me how to do japa. I am your Shishya. Guruji says, okay, take this mala and do 108 malas every day. 108? 108, how can I do? I have so much of cooking and then family. Okay, you do 64. 64, how much time will it take? 3 hours. No, then, okay, you do 12. 12 means, can I do? Okay, then how much you want to do? Can I do 1? Yeah, okay, 1 you do. Then why you came? You're not Shishya. Because Guru told 108 means 108, no questioning. Why 108? That question also is not there. Why you're telling me 108 and why you're telling 60 to the other person? Why you're telling only 2 to other person? No questioning. So becoming Shishya is not very easy job. We are all devotees of God. We are all devotees of Gurudev. But Shishya are few, because when Shishya happens, when you can see that Gurus are very strict with Shishyas, very, very loving with devotees. Then the person becomes Jidnyasu, acquires self-knowledge, because now Chitta Shuddhi has happened, Chitta Ekagrata has happened, and now I am going for this Jnana Kanda through Shravan, Manan, Nididhyasanam. Now this is very important, because suppose I do not have Chitta Shuddhi, I have Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsara, and then I am going for self-knowledge, the impact of that knowledge will be less in my behavior. So that is an answer which henceforth we should not ask that I am listening for this for 20 years, but no change in my behavior, no change in other person's behavior, because those people in Chinmaya Mission are listening to this. Their relatives ask them many times this question, that you are listening to so many lectures, so much of knowledge, but I don't see any change in your behavior. Because Chitta Shuddhi and Chitta Ekagrata is not happening. I am not following Karma Yoga. I am not doing much of selfless service. So I get disturbed very easily. I become jealous, I criticize, I complain, I crib. So Jidnyasu is the higher level, where I have got Chitta Shuddhi, Chitta Ekagrata, and now I go for Jnana Kanda. That is the last portion of the Vedas called as Vedanta, what we are listening right now. Then the person becomes Siddha, becomes aware of my own awareness, where one experiences total freedom, total fulfillment, whatever scripture told of Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Satchitananda Swarup, one experiences oneself. So what are the steps? First Karma Sannyas, then Vividisha Sannyas, then Vidvat Sannyas. No, but we are all family members. No, this sannyas means what? Giving up. The lower for higher. Even in Grihasthashram, we can become sannyasis, because what is Karma Sannyas? Giving up attachments to results. That is Karma Sannyas. Giving up mindness is Vividisha Sannyas, and giving up I-ness is Vidvat Sannyas. I can practice this in my day-to-day life, in my family life, that how many times I say I, from today, that will be the homework. How many times I say I did, मैं. In Hindi say मैं जो करता हूँ वो बकरी जैसे मैं बकरी मिराज मैं. But before that, I have to let go the mindness. So those people who have taken sannyas, whom we see in yellow and orange robes, they have taken Vividisha sannyas because they have given up mindness. My job, my family, nothing. Only Shravan, Manan, Nididhyasam, and then one takes Vidvat sannyas, what we saw in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, Maitri Brahmana Samvad. In that, her husband says, now I want to go for Vidvat sannyas. And then she asks the question that why you want to go? What will you get? He says, Amrutatva. And she says, I also want that Amrutatva. I do not want all these things what you are leaving for me here for my security. I also want that Amrutatva. So that is Vidvat sannyas. So this is This can be practiced because ultimately I have to let go whatever I have acquired or accumulated, which is not mine. This is important because Arjuna is going to ask question in the 5th chapter immediately. One very interesting question. And what is the difference of that question and the 3rd chapter question that we will see? So with that, we come to the last verse of 4th chapter, where Bhagavan says, with this sword of knowledge, with having faith on the Guru. And what is this jnana, goal of life, and what are the means to achieve that goal? That knowledge I must have. Cut all doubts, Avan Manan asking constantly. The doubts must not be there on the scripture, God, myself, that I am going to get this. This is my birthright. I have to own it up. This Brahman, Atman, self, what you're talking, this is me only. I have to own it up. Right now, I'm not owning up. I'm still saying I'm body, mind, intellect. And then purify yourself by yoga, karma, bhakti. And then liberate yourself by yourself. You only have to liberate yourself. Guru can only guide from the bond of ignorance by constant meditation, regular meditation. And then finally, as Lord constantly tells him, O Bharata, O King, get up and fight. Because I've already completed Bhagavad Gita knowledge in the 2nd chapter. Because you are asking questions, I am going ahead. So get up and fight. Uttishta, get up. But Lord is not seeing any movement in Arjun's face, Arjun's body. Lord thought he will get up after the 4th chapter and then will say that, okay, all my doubts have dissolved. I am ready to fight. Arjun said, wait. No, I have still got some questions. And because Arjun asked questions, we got Bhagavad Gita 18 chapters. So we must actually always thank Arjun when we read Bhagavad Gita because he asked so many questions. And what an interesting question in the 5th chapter again. Again, a trap he laid for Lord Krishna, thinking, smiling that Lord will fall into that trap because he doesn't want to fight. So with that, we complete the 4th chapter. We will just do the summary. So verse number 1 to 3, significance of Guru Shishya Parampara in transferring this great knowledge. 4th chapter summary. 4 to 6, Lord declaration on who is he. I am Avatar. I am not a Jiva. We saw the difference in Jiva and Avatar. Then Avatar Siddhanta, why I take birth. To establish dharma, to protect the good people and to destroy the evil tendencies or evil people who will come in the way of establishing dharma. Then we saw 4 types of people: Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. And then very interesting topic, recognizing action in inaction, inaction in action. The example must immediately come that electricity is not doing anything, but because of electricity, the fan is moving, light is burning, laptop is going on, or AC is functioning. So in the same way, Brahman is not doing anything, but doing everything. And this who recognizes are called as wise. So then 18 to 23, we saw qualities of wise people. And then 24th verse, what we should chant every day. Brahmarpanam Brahmavi Brahmagno Brahmanautam Brahmaiva Tena Gantavyam Brahma Karma Samadhina. So vision of oneness. We should chant it before meals, before taking water, before anything we put inside. Let this food, let this water create oneness. Give me health, happiness, oneness, clarity. Because ultimately, food is very important because one part of the food becomes the body, one part of the food becomes the thoughts, and third part goes out. In Upanishad, it has been mentioned that there are 3 parts of the food. And then 25 to 33, we saw 12 yajnas. 34th verse, we saw qualities of student and teacher. And then reinforcement of glory of this self-knowledge. So that is the summary of the 4th chapter. Till now, what is the summary? Arjun's problem, chapter number 1, identity crisis leading to confusion of our duty. Chapter number 2, Lord's solution, self-knowledge, no reason for grieving. There is no validity for any grieving. Discover your swadharma, what is your duty, and do that with cheerful mind. And what are the qualities of wise person? Third, Arjun asks a question, what is superior, knowledge or action? And Lord answers that action is the means and knowledge is the goal. And then how to do right actions for Chitta Shuddhi, that is Karma Yoga, was expounded. 4th chapter summary is Guru Parampara. What is the significance of Guru Parampara? Avatar Siddhanta, 4 types of people, 12 yajnas, action and inaction, secret, qualities of student and teacher, glory of the self-knowledge. And finally, he says, get up and fight now. Don't sit there and relax. So with that, we have completed the 4th chapter, but Arjun doesn't get up. And he asks one very beautiful question in the 5th chapter where Lord expounds the answer. So before we close today, there are 1 or 2 announcements. So I would request Manisha to announce and chant Purnamada Purnamidam and complete today's session.
Hari Om. Please do not leave. Only 4 to 3 minutes we will take. Couple of announcements. Today we have one session at 10:30. One of our sadhaks and Venkatraman Mama has written a book, In Search of Light, which is
about creation.
Like bringing,
about creation and how various texts expound this logic of creation, Nasadaya Sukta, etc.
From scientific point of view, right?
Article,
and from, okay, you go ahead, sir.
It is a scholarly book, and it would be good that he himself tells us, because listening is easier than reading, first.
So we have a session of which we have already given information in our groups. Another 2 announcements are, we are celebrating 108th year of Gurudev. So we are doing Paduka Puja. So all those of you who are in Mumbai and all those of who are residing in Chembur Ghatkopar area, we can do Paduka Puja coming to your house, or if you are not comfortable, we can do it in Saraswati Vidyalaya or in our Narayan Zone Center. So you can write to us, to me or to Lata or to Shamala Acharya, and inform. We can get in touch with you, do the registration, and we can do the puja. Those who are not staying in Mumbai, are connected from outside, I suggest you can do an online puja at Chinmaya Pradeep in Gurudev's Kutia. And when you come to Mumbai, do make it a plan to visit Pavai Ashram and Gurudev's Kutia. So that can also be done. You please get in touch with me if you want to do puja in Chinmaya Pradeep, that is Pavai Ashram. And one more announcement is, next Sunday we are all going for a spiritual picnic. We are going to Pune, Narayanpur. So we will not be having class. And last announcement is, we are celebrating 14th August was Shamala Acharya. Shama Didi, you please start your video, then I can unmute you. So, like, we are seeing Prasad taking classes. We are not like those who are connected from far off. They don't know that Shamala Acharya has been taking classes for children and conducting Balvya classes for last 50 years. And we are all here because of her. So her birthday was there on 14th of August, I want Lata, I request Lata to sing and then complete with Purnamada. Shama Didi, I am asking you also to unmute.
Samadhi is our inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Lata.
Lata, over to you, Lata.
जन्मदिनमिदं नः प्रिय सखे शन्तनोतु ते सर्वदा मुदं प्रार्थयामहे भव सतायुषी ईश्वर सदा त्वां च रक्षतु पुण्यकर्मणा कीर्तिमर्जय अनन्तव भवतु सार्थकं जन्मदिनमिदं प्रिय सखे शन्तनोतु ते सर्वदा मुदं सर्वदा मुदं Happy birthday, Shama.
Om, thank you so much. Thank you.
ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम
Thank you, Lata.